Camping? Sign me up. There ain't nothing like knocking off work on a Friday night, heading down to the butcher's to buy divine quality meats, filling up the esky with ice, chucking Tegan in the back, getting gas, pumping up them tires, and then hitting the road and then going camping.
Yeah, my Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river.
Mansfield Bakery. Oh God.
Whenever we go up into the northeast of Victoria, it is a non-negotiable. We need to stop at Mansfield Bakery.
The pies are a 10 out of 10.
My God, those pies are just something else. Me and Diego, we love it.
Everything's so fresh, everything's so beautiful. I would drive there just for the bakery.
On the back wall of the bakery, there's a magnificent picture of the Mansfield Bakery itself. It's like from the 50s or the 60s, and to see that that bakery is still in business today, 70 years on, thriving, more packed than ever, you just love to see it. You love to see local people supporting local businesses.
So baby, meet me down by the Roanoke River where the cool dark water meets the full moonlight. If we can sneak away, maybe we could be together. Candle by stop love tonight.
Jamieson is got to be up there as one of the most underrated small towns in Victoria. It is so beautiful, so rich in colour, unbelievable campsites, but more importantly, it's got unbelievable people there.
It's just a place that you don't regret stopping at. Like, it's such a beautiful little town, and like, you know, we were walking around the streets there just taking photos of stuff, like just the colours of the trees and the nature there, like everything is beautiful, and they have these old school sort of buildings and stuff. Like, it's like stepping back in time a little bit. It's actually an amazing little town. The first few hours are like exciting. You just want to get everything set up, you want to have everything done, but at the same time you want to run around and see what's around you. Like, you want to check everything out.
There ain't nothing like putting the tarp down, setting up the tent, setting up the air mattress, setting up the gazebo, getting the fire starters out, getting the axe out, start chopping the wood, chopping up heaps of wood for the night and for the weekend, and then just letting it light and just sitting around the campfire. There ain't nothing like it. I haven't seen Tegan's family in a good couple of years because of COVID and that. They live in New South Wales, we live in Victoria, so it's been difficult. If we're not locked down, they're in lockdown.
My little brother and his partner and my nephew and his partner I've never met until we went camping recently, but I haven't seen them in a couple of years. You know, it's been a really long time since I've seen them.
Between Tegan's mum, Peyton and Annie, we haven't had a time to catch up, so I'm looking forward to this trip. Plus, I've never met Brody, I've never met Damo, and I never met Kiara, so I look forward to meeting all three of them. Christine, God bless her soul, cooked one of the best casseroles I've ever had in my life. She was around that stove for about good 6 to 8 hours.
Oh, my mum's casserole. The night she cooked that, she was like heating it up on the stove and getting it all ready and prepped to go in this slow pressure cooker over the fire.
And my goodness, she chopped up some veggies in there, some chicken, she made some dough boys she chucked in there, stirred it around with her spices, and she fed the whole campsite. She fed everyone, and I tell you what, it was finger licking good. We were having seconds and thirds, and Christine.
What came out of that pot was incredible. My mum is an asset to anybody's camping trip when it comes to food. Let me tell you, that lady knows her stuff. It was absolutely beautiful, full of vegetables, chicken, like the flavors that were in the sauce were just incredible. I think I ate 3 bowls.
Setting the mood like a light in a smoky room. Dancing to the blues like a disco groove, catching every eye. When I saw you looking at me with a smile like you wanted me, saying, boy, come on, will our break be gone? I just had to try. You just move, baby, move any way you need. How do you do it, darling? Got me on my knees.
Tegan and I on the second day thought it'd be a great idea to go for a walk. We went down by the river, up the river a few kilometers, and it's just beautiful in nature to see all the different sceneries that you don't get to see back home, all the different noises. It's beautiful. It's something you don't get to experience being at home. Honestly, babe, how beautiful is it here?
Stunning.
Nice greenery, fresh water. Gonna boil some of the fresh water, have a nice hot chocolate.
Indeed.
We're here, Jamieson. How's the trip so far, babe?
Pretty good, pretty exciting. Hitting up the campsite, coming to Jamieson.
We've just come to Jamieson to get some drinks. We'll come here to get some firewood as well. And then we're gonna head back into town to get some, what are they called? Fire colours. You chuck them in the fire and it just changes the colour of the fire.
Yeah, little rainbows
Yeah.
of the flames, so we'll get some mad footage of that later.
And then got some steak, got some burgers.
Ribs, got a
Ribs
rack
to
of ribs.
cook.
Pumped.
We're in for a good night tonight, but
Pumped for the ribs.
we'll see you there.
Me, I'm the best camp cook ever on that barbie. I absolutely nail it. I cook the best of everything. It doesn't matter if it's sausages, chops, ribs, you name it, I cook it and I nail it every time.
Let me tell you something about Tegan. She can cook a mean barbecue. Those burgers, those ribs, those sausages, anything that touched that grill was unbelievable.
My mum is probably the most thoughtful person. Like, I swear to God, she spent most of her time camping just waiting hand and foot on all of us kids. Like, heating up water for baby bottles, heating up water for hot water bottles, cooking us casseroles, like making sure that everyone was just having the best time. She's just such a special person, and she really, like, she puts everyone else first. So when you go camping with someone like that, like, you really realize how much they do for everyone around them. Like, she's just such a beautiful person, and she's so funny. She's just always the funniest person in the room. So there's never a dull moment with mum around, and especially going on adventures with her and going to new places, like, it's always a great experience. Catching up with my family is, like, it means so much to me, especially after what we've been through the last couple of years, being kept away from them and in lockdowns and stuff like that. Having that quality time with them and really being able to spend good time with them and not be rushing around or, you know, heading to different things. It was really just quality time together. It really means the world to me.
It was great to catch up with Tegan's family, you know, because we haven't seen them for a few years. Always a joy to see Christine. She's lovely, she's bubbly, she's funny. She's got the best stories you ever heard, especially about Tegan. They're always a good laugh. Yeah, and Tegan's brother, Peyton and Annie, always good to see them. And it was great to see, to finally meet Damo and Brody, and definitely Kiara. Kiara's just the most cutest baby I've ever seen in my life.
Kiara, oh my God. She is so beautiful, my great niece. She's the most snuggly, happy baby. And I swear to God, having her camping, she's like my best friend. She's my little cuddle buddy, and she's always happy. She just makes my day. She's absolutely beautiful.
And being at camp, you appreciate how good you actually have it at home. You take the things back home for granted. While at camp, you don't have these things. We don't have a beautiful house. We don't have heater. We don't have power. We don't have electricity. So when you're out there in the bush, sleeping in a tent that's freezing cold, you know, if you want to get warm, you got to start a fire. You know, if you need some water, you got to walk down to the river and get it. It makes you more grateful and appreciative to what you actually have back home.
Just because it's easy, but that don't make it better. I wanna dig my hands deep down in the dirt, take a walk along the street if I'm feeling dessert. All of this convenience just doesn't work for me. I wanna play with fire, let me get hurt. Can we take it back to 95? Before we had this drama in our lives, just staring at the screen every day and night. I miss the rush of living in real life. Go get your DeLorean. Oh, I miss the summers with you and never swipe left to right. Ah, snuck in your window, no fair regret.
June, Queen's birthday weekend. Call Eddie, lock it in, another camping trip.